Okay. Hello, friends. Welcome. We are live. So excited. Live here in the Killer SEO Strategy webinar with Nathan Haig, who is brilliant. I don't have to talk him up very much right now because you will find that out as you hear him talking about some stuff. You guys, welcome. There is a chat box. If you're watching this video and you can hear me, go into the chat box and say hello so that we know who is attending. And I'm just going to put a little message in here really quick to click refresh if it is not working for anybody who is already in attendance. If you guys can hear me and the chat is working, please say yes, I can hear you in the chat box so that I know that we're good to go. Okay, I have lots of people saying hello. Now I can see the video. Okay, cool. We have Stacy, we have Carolyn, we have Jennifer, who is a huge Danielle Ford and Nathan fan, Jennifer said. We have Jody, we have Sarah, Alicia, Tanya, Caddy. Who did I not say yet?
Is there a Dave? Is there a Dave? I just want to know if there's a Dave.
There might be a Dave, but he has not announced himself yet if he's there.
Oh, fair enough.
The chances are dazzling here.
Do we have a Bob?
Bob? Any Bobs?
God, me. I was kind of hoping that we'd get loads of like Bobs because it's an American like page webinar. I was like all excited then. Hey Bob, how are you?
Well, yeah, you guys, if you can't tell, Nathan is from Australia, and probably my favorite thing that he does is make fun of Americans. Like he will change his accent. It's so great. And it's hilarious to hear people like make fun of American accents. It's the best. So, okay, we have lots of people. We have Living Rich. What's your name? I saw you on Periscope earlier. I forgot what your name was. Whitman Abel. We have Roya. We have Lala. We have Christy. Pete. Is there a Pete? There is a Pete. We got Rhonda. Lots of people. Okay. You guys, please turn off any notifications you have. I'm not kidding you. You want to, like, there's no notes. I didn't pre-write any notes. Usually I give notes on webinars. Don't got them. Nathan is so full of information. Turn off your notifications. Get a pen or your iPad or something and take notes. You're going to want to, okay? And also just be focused, please, and listen. I know that you guys, your time is valuable, and I really appreciate you being here with us. So we're going to just jump into it. We're not going to do any of the crazy intro stuff, and there's nothing to pitch except for I want Nathan to tell you about his software. That's amazing. But we're just going to go through lots of valuable content, okay? Just give me a buy button, Jen says. I don't have a buy button prepared. We'll tell you where you can find it. Very cool. So you guys, you probably know me if you're on here. If not, yay, welcome. I'm Danielle Ford. I'm an online creative video marketing strategist. Love SEO. My background is actually SEO before video. I had a partner who taught me a lot of SEO, and we used to create authority niche websites. Blogs, fill them with blogs, put ads on them, and flip them. So that's kind of what I did before I did video. And so now I like to apply that with my videos and teach other people how to do it. And Nathan I will let him introduce himself. Go ahead and let's do this.
Well, you don't need to know an awful lot about me, to be fair, because you're just here for the information. No one gives a shit about who I am. They care about what I can do for you, right? So we need to know is that basically I look after businesses that have 35,000 or over 35,000 people paying people every month, anywhere between say $47 and $597 a month, everyone being there, right? So I know a bit about scalability, and I know a bit about actually digital marketing. Who knew? Which is always good for you guys watching and listening. So I'm the guy that other marketers use their products. So I create software for other marketers, and I also growth hack for other marketers, right? So they're very good at doing one thing, usually one, maybe two things. But what I do is I run the whole spectrum, and I'm the sort of guy that does all the dirty work, like all of the grind end of the deal. So it's unglamorous, it's unsexy, but bloody hell, it works awesomely. So I'm going to share some of those tips with you today. I talk at the speed of light, had about 2 coffees so far. So yeah, Danielle wasn't lying. She said, get note, because I swear to God, I'm going to do him through this shit. So right, I'm excited.
Yay! Okay, so I'm super excited too. Just in case you're just joining, I'm just going to give you a little bit of an idea. I don't want to put words in his mouth of what you'll learn, but you will learn how to use really cool, like super secret strategies like I didn't even know about. Yeah, for YouTube, to rank your YouTube videos, softwares that is softwares plural, or do you say software? I'm not sure.
Tools, weapons for
Software.
entrepreneurs.
Okay, yeah, okay. To like information that is not public information, but it's very beneficial. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm like loving Twitter and all of the cool things that, again, nobody knows about. Everyone's into Facebook ads. Love Facebook ads. They're great, but everybody's doing that. Nobody's doing the things that Nathan is going to teach right now, and that is cost effective and is very, very like effective. Okay. So I'm just going to pass it.
Awesome. All right, so let me go and share my screen because like loads of intros, so let me just cut straight to the chase. We're using Google Hangouts on air, so what could possibly go wrong? All right, let me go ahead, please. Hold entire screen. Oh yeah. All right, so let's go. So hopefully you guys can tell me that you can see my YouTube page. Say yes.
I can see it, so I feel like they can. You know, I'm gonna just take it off me for now and put it only on you. There we go.
Awesome sauce. All right, sweet. All right, so let's get stuck straight into it. So, you know, shut up, Nathan. Show us what you got. Right. Well, let me show you an example, right, of what Daniel's talking about. So let's just go. YouTube is the world's second largest search engine. Google's number one. All right. YouTube is number two, both owned obviously by Google. So whatever you do in Google, your SEO stuff can be applied to YouTube and vice versa. Now, I don't know about you guys, all right, and you hot ladies out there, but when I go and research something, I never research it on Facebook, right? So this is the thing. This is the disconnect. People go, yeah, I use Facebook ads all the time. And of course you need to do that. Of course you do that. I'm not saying don't. But when someone's researching something to buy, right, the intention to buy is greater on Google. All right. Yeah, keep it up, Nate. I haven't had 3 coffees yet, but anyway, it's higher on Google than it is on Facebook, right? So when you research something, you go, well, I'm going to go buy a new car. First thing you can do is going to go and Google it. It's got its own verb, for God's sake, right? So what you want to do is capture the same eyeballs of the people that are in YouTube. So they might be searching for, say, reviews for your product or your service. They might be looking for how-to videos before they commit to buying. You get the idea, right? So what you want to do is you want to like make sure that your YouTube videos are optimized. So when people type out what they're looking for, your video gets returned. It's a pretty simple concept, but most people bugger it up. So I'm going to show you some cool stuff today. All right, so just some proof. All right, so let's just go how to hack a website. All right, so this is basically a video that I did. So it's the 3rd one down, right? So I'll talk a little bit about all of this. Please get a pen and paper because there is a lot to go through, right? So you can see, let's go through the first couple of videos. Now at the top, right, if I type in how to hack a website, this is from 4 years ago, this top one, and it's got almost 250,000 views. The next one down has got 113,000 views. Little old tiny Nathan with his 2,500 views. Right, and then another one from 8 years ago, right, with 867. You get the idea. And check this one out again. This is 5 years old, and it's got 1.2 million views. Now, I uploaded this video. All right, it was just like a little piss take video. It was just literally how to hack a website in 10 seconds. Pretty good, right? So I uploaded it just over a month ago. And you can see that this one from 8 years ago has been bumped out the way by my pissy little video. All right. So pretty cool stuff. And so they've got almost 1 million views and I've only got 2,500. Yet YouTube is deciding that my video is more relevant to someone searching how to hack a website. So they're going, yeah, all right, well, look, here, have this one. This appears more relevant. So I'm on the first page and I've done that inside a month. Now, it's actually fairly straightforward without any bullshit, but you can be on the first page of YouTube search results inside 24 hours. All right, you can actually do that. It's not that hard if you've got like a niche. But what I'm going to show you now, right, it doesn't matter whether it's like, you know, properly niched or whether it's fairly generic. These are the tips I'm going to show you how to rank your stuff, right? So that's my credibility, just to show you like a throwaway example that you can actually do. Everything I'm talking to you now is all applicable to your videos, right? So the first thing you want to do is you need some tools. You need some mad tools, bro. So what you need to do, you need to go to the Googleator, right? And you need to type in vidIQ vision. That's what you need to do, right? So vidIQ, one word, space vision. Let's go ahead and do that. And then it's going to give you this like thing just here. It's called the vidIQ vision for YouTube, the Chrome web store. Everything we do is in Chrome. I use Safari. Shut up and use Chrome. Right? You just need to, because Chrome sadly is like the browser of choice with all the plugins that we use. So use Chrome throughout the whole exercise and get the vidIQ vision plugin, right? Just install it. It's a free. You'll need to set up an account. Get the free account. There's no reason at this stage to get anything paid. Get the free vidIQ vision, right? Happy days. I'm going to skip ahead and say that you've actually done that. So what we're going to do is just install that, put that to one side. So now what we're going to do is we're going to look at, well, let's have a look at the analysis of this particular video, right? So let's go ahead and click on it and shut me up, because you don't need to hear two of me. One is enough usually. So what happens is when you do like a search on videos, right? What happens is the vidIQ, you see on the right hand side, we've got this really cool like window that has now the vidIQ details on this particular video, right? Now you can see they've got a vidIQ score, so only ranked 45 out of 100. Don't care about that, right? You can see how much I've earned from this video if I've monetized it. Oh, a massive, well, I could buy a coffee for that, to be fair. So I guess that's actually quite exciting. But anyway, the only thing that we care about is down here where it says tags, okay? So if you're looking at your competitors' videos, all right, and you're using the free vidIQ plugin, you'll come down here to where it says tags, and it will literally show you how they've tagged their videos, right? So you go, oh, that's kind of cool. What do I do with that? Well, I will tell you. So keep that to one side in your notebook as well, all right? So just write that down. I need vidIQ, and I need to check out the tags on my competitors' videos. Right, so that's stage one, all right? Now, what we do is I'll take you through how to optimize your videos. And this is awesome because it means you can do it with all of your videos to date. All right. So let's go ahead and we're going to go click on the info and settings. All right. So now this is the most important thing I can say. Every single video from this point forward in your training, every single video, treat it with the reverence it deserves in terms of essentially it should be treated as a blog post. And you know, like as Danielle sort of tells you repeatedly, and obviously it's drilled into you guys and you ladies now, that you need to do some SEO. Well, you need to do exactly the same reverence with a YouTube video as you do with your written blogs if you want to get ranked. Okay, so let's go through the analysis of it. We'll whip through it. All right, so and at the end or right now, if you've got any questions, just hit up Danielle in the comments and I'll do my best to answer it. All right. Okay, so the analysis of how to hack your YouTube video to rank, starting with, are you ready? The actual video itself, right? So this is the thing. Most people don't know this, all right, but YouTube is owned by Google, and what they do, everyone knows that bit, but what they do is they do an analysis of the video. So in terms of, they can understand with the artificial intelligence that they've got now, they can understand what products are in the video. Now, it's not perfect, but they can understand, look at your video and go, there's a bottle of Coke sat in the background, right? So it's pretty cool stuff, right? So, and that's what the Google Now on your Android phones, when you just go, hey, Google, and it comes up. It's infinitely better than Siri. I'm an iPhone owner and I'm embarrassed for Siri. So the point of the story is Google is light years ahead in their artificial intelligence, but it's not perfect. So you need to help Google and YouTube, right, better understand the context of what your video is about. So argument, all you got to do is just go, when I talk on my video, the first couple of words out of my mouth on the soundtrack should be the same keywords or key phrase I want to rank for. All right, let that sink in. Literally, if I wanted to start off this video, I would start the video off on my soundtrack. I'd have the camera on me and I'd go, how to hack a website in 10 seconds. I show you how. I might do my intro at that point, okay, and then I'd like bang on for the rest of my video. But the point of the story is the words out of your mouth, the first words out of your mouth on the soundtrack should be exactly the same as the title of the video. All right, so mine here is how to hack a website in 10 seconds, right? So that's the first thing. Soundtrack must be congruent, right? Posh way of saying it's got to be exactly the same as the title, right? So once you've done that, stuff the keywords in at the start where possible in the title of your video, but it's still got to be human readable, right? So for argument's sake, if there's any people out here that are sort of, I don't know, personal trainers, for example, and you're showing how to do, I don't know, a barbell bench press. So the first words out your mouth will be barbell bench press. I'll show you how to do that right now. That would be your video. The title would be barbell bench press. Now you can do a space dash space, and then you can like do a few like expanding words after that, but you can see how the point of the story is. Your words out your mouth are exactly the same as the title first words, right? So that's the first thing. The next thing is that you absolutely need, and I can't stress this enough, you absolutely need to use something, let's say like canva.com, C-A-N-V-A, canva.com, right? Or I don't know, whichever graphic designer of your choice, but you absolutely need to get a thumbnail, all right? And it needs to be, I don't care what you have on the thumbnail in the background, but it needs to have, all right, all of the contrasting letters. So in this case, it's white on red. It's fairly contrasting, right? So stick with a kind of like a serif or an Arial font, all right? Something that's really simple, right? Are you ready for this? For Google to look at that thumbnail and understand the words on that thumbnail. Remember, it's a picture, but Google's intelligent enough to look at the words on that thumbnail and go, oh, yeah, how to hack a website in 10 seconds. Oh, okay, well, that's further congruent about what the context is. Yeah, all right, I'll rank that a little bit better. See how it works? So words out your mouth, the title of the video, and the same like title goes, all right, on a nice contrasting plain background. All right, if you want to put your face on there, I get it, that's fine, your branding, that's all up to you. However, when you're doing it, you absolutely must keep the words in the center, right? So justify it a little bit to the left, all right? And you want to keep it like up, because what happens is when this gets shrunk down on, say, a mobile screen, the duration for the video will literally overwrite down the bottom right-hand side some of the letters. Okay, so if you keep your wording in towards the center of the screen and over to the left-hand side a little bit, that means when Google like shrink it up or down, right, it means that it's not going to be obscured by any of the clutter. Okay, so it's really important that you understand that, because this one thing here is like no one ever does it properly, right? Most of the people, your competitors, will not do this. Okay, and this is I'll just stop at this point and I'll just say this: out of everything that you're going to learn tonight, everything, if you do just 10% of what you're learning tonight, that'll be 1,000% more than your competitors are doing. All right, so don't feel like you're going to do all of this. Of course, I'd love you to, and so would Danielle. But if you only take 10% away tonight and you implement it, well, that's more than your competitors. All right. But this would be one of them that I do suggest you do. All right, moving swiftly on. Remember the title of the video? Well, all you basically got to do, there's the title of the video here. What you do is you copy that, all right, in its entirety, and you paste it into the first line in your video description. Don't change it, don't modify it, just copy and paste, all right? Next, and this is the thing that like most people don't do, right? They don't treat this post as a mini blog post. Remember, Google is all about words, so help it understand what your video is about by, are you ready? Writing lots of words about the video, right? So just put a load of context in there, what the video is about, etc., etc. Here's another tip. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I just get bored shitless when I watch like, this person talking about something, it's like monotone voice, just kill me now. What I'd prefer is if that really boring, like, internet marketer just shut up, right, and just gave me this. You ready? So let me just press enter. Okay, so let's say for argument's sake, this video is, I don't know what it is, let's say it's 10 minutes long. It's not, but let's say it's 10 minutes. If I had something of interest at, say, the 1 minute 30 mark, I would actually help Google and the viewer by typing in 01:30 space dash space I talk piss. All right. So All right. So what happens is that is actually when you post it, right? This finally gets turned. This 1 minute 30 gets turned into a hyperlink. Okay. So someone on a desktop or a mobile can just tap this because it turns into a hyperlink, and it will jump the video to that particular section. All right. So you want to do that because again, that will help Google rank you higher. But more importantly, it's a really great experience for your viewers to go, well, you know what? Actually, I get it. And they might not watch your whole video. In fact, most people don't. But what they can do is they can take away the key points. Now, keep this in your mind as well because we can do some cool stuff with it. So, takeaway point, basically add some indexing to your videos with the timestamps. It's very simple to do. No one does it. Very few people do it. So now you can. All right. If it's only like a 1:30 video or 3-minute video, don't bother. But if it's like 10 minutes or over, this would be a really good thing to do. Okay. So remember before when we talked about vidIQ. Now remember you had the ability to check your competitors' tags. Let me open up another YouTube channel right now and I'll show you where that fits into the big scheme of things. I told you there's a lot to get through tonight. Is everyone in stunned silence yet, or are they just going, I'm giving a polite golf clap? What's everyone's like?
Everybody's like, this is amazing, holy moly, they're freaking out. I actually didn't even know about that tagging at the time mark. I didn't know that was even in like, I'm so excited to go implement that, yeah.
Yay! All right.
Yay.
So my favourite cartoon ever in the whole world, Rick and Morty. So let's say, for argument's sake, that I was going to go, you know what? I'm going to create like a Rick and Morty video. All right. And I went to rank. Well, with the vidIQ Vision, this is some random one that I've seen on the YouTube page, right? So let me open up the video, and again, down on the right-hand side here, you can see all the tags they've used. Now, the really cool thing is you see the dark little numbers here. So this is like #2, #3. What this means is that's where it ranks on the YouTube search results page. Right, so this particular video is at number 2 for the term Rick and Morty. Okay, now what can you do with this? Well, what you would do is you'd actually look at your competitors' videos. All right, hopefully you'll see if they're ranking. Well, hopefully there'll be none of them that are ranking because you're going to dominate it. But what you're going to do is you're going to now hijack their tags. So you see this little like paperclip mark just here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and click the paperclip, and you can see it says tags copied. All right, so I've copied all of these tags, and so now what I do is I go to my video, and you can see down here, you can see all the tags. All right, so guess what you do now? Yeah, Nath, all we do is copy and paste. That's right, minions. So now you'll just paste in the tags, all right, and you can see all of the tags. So Rick and Morty, Rick, blah, 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 blah. Here's something you need to know. Don't be tagging your videos if it's not about that particular subject. I can't stress that enough. Like, Google will slap you, and that will be bad. So, of course, go and rip off the tags from your competitors' videos. But if they're like ranking for a particular, search term, their company name, for example, that would be a bit of a grey area. Maybe you could, maybe you can't. But if they're ranking for, like, I don't know, let's have a look at electrical wholesaling, and you're trying to put a Taylor Swift tag on there because she's, Tay-Tay's got a bajillion views, that would be bad, all right? So stick to tags is the takeaway point that are relevant to your industry or to that video. You get me? All right? So copy the tags from your competitors, paste them into your video, happy days. Now, once you've done that, there's more. Let's keep on going. All right. So the next thing you want to do is obviously you've connected your Google Plus. I know who uses Google Plus, but let's do humour me, all right? Keep on your Google Plus, link your Google Plus to your YouTube, right? And then link also your Twitter to your YouTube as well. So what you want to do is this little tiny teeny box just here, right? So important that you do this. Now your subscribers, your YouTube subscribers, they're lovely. They like you enough to subscribe to your channel. So what you want to do is in this pissy little tiny box just here that doesn't look like it could hold anything, right? What you want to do is go into the main description box here on the left hand side. You want to go and select everything, okay? And in this pissy little box on the right hand side, just paste. Doesn't look like it can take all of that text, but trust me when I say it will, all right? And what you want to do, the reason why you want to do that is because when you then paste this or post this, I'm sorry, all right, all of your subscribers get a push notification on their mobiles that say that you've posted new content, right? So they'll be the first people to look at your content, hopefully, you get me? And if you've monetized your videos, if that's the way you want to take your channel, if you've monetized your videos, obviously your subscribers will be clicking on your video because, well, they like you enough to do that, and you'll be earning money off your subscribers, okay? So I hope that makes sense. A takeaway point, copy everything in the big video description, paste it in the pissy little box, job done, all right? Make sure these two little boxes here are ticked for your Google Plus and your Twitter, all right? Upload your thumbnail. Once you've done that, guess what you do? You then publish. Obviously, I've published this already, so I'm just saving the changes, but you get me. All right, publish it. Do not publish your video until you've done all of those things. You see, like most people just go, well, I had no idea. I thought I would just upload the video and go for a coffee. No, bad viewer. You need to treat each one of your uploads now with the reverence it deserves because you want to rank, right? So now you know. Okay. So there's some other cool stuff that we can do, all right? And of course, I'm going to go into that right now, but I'm going to take a breather, and you guys can ask some questions while I catch my breath.
I have a question. One thing that I teach, and I know you, like, I keep up with this stuff as much as I can, but Nathan is like on it. You know, like if there's any new thing that happens in Google or anything, he's like on it, right? But is this still relevant, or did you just not mention it? One is the name of your video and also the name of your thumbnail image uploaded. Is that still pretty relevant?
It is. I didn't say that, slap me, but yes, the file name needs to be exactly the same as over here where it says how to hack a website. Remember your keyword or key phrase, the file name before you upload it has to also be exactly the same, .png, .jpeg, you get the idea. So yep, you caught me out, well done, lady in the corner.
Just making sure. I was like, is it maybe just not as important anymore? But I know especially for the thumbnail image too, to name that is in your desktop with the spaces. Yeah, the dashes. Do you guys have any questions as we go on? I mean, everybody's like, I think they're just kind of like absorbing information and trying to process it. But there haven't been any like really specific questions that I feel like you haven't covered as of yet. Yeah, so we'll just kind of continue on. If you guys have questions, I will ask Nathan if it's relevant. If not, we'll wait until, oh, that is a good question, Jody. So I recently read a thing from Netflix that was like all their data, because they test everything. They'll do like, you know, orange is the new black, and they'll have 4 different images for it. So what they were saying that I just taught on my webinar last week is that like images of people get clicked on and noticed more. And you don't want more than 3 people in an image ever, but would you suggest, like, if they want an image, to still put their face or a face with the text? Or do you think, like, just the text so Google can read it?
I think providing the Google readable text is in there, like I said, you can actually, you know, put your face on there because obviously that would be your branding, okay? But keep the lettering kind of justified to the left somewhat, okay? And then your face can go here on the right-hand side, okay? Yes, I agree with that. People like smiling, happy chicks, etc. is always going to get a higher click-through. But what we're looking about here is if you're on this first, so the argument against that is just going, well, that's fine, but look at this particular like niche. So how to hack a website again. If I scroll down, I mean, like, wow, would I click on any of those really?
Right.
Like, no, not really. But this actually does what it says on the label, right? So I agree. I have a face on there, right? A smiley, happy face, your face if that's your branding, okay? But still stick to the kind of the white on black, the black on white, the nice contrasting font justified to the left a little bit. All right, test it, see how you go. I think I wouldn't have a problem with it if you did that, providing you stuck to the wording and the formatting side of things.
Okay, super cool. So I think that answers Jody's question. If when in doubt, do the letters. If you can squeeze a face in there, even better.
Awesome. All right, so we'll continue on then in that case. So now that you've got like the YouTube stuff in now, All right, the time, remember I've told you in the notebooks to write down. So here in the description, when you put down the index and you were saying, well, like say a minute 30, I talk piss. So I'm going to teach you now how to get people to go from your YouTube video, all right, at say 1 minute 30, and you want to get them back to wherever you want to send them. Now it could be your own website. That would be the preference, but you could equally send them from the video at 1 minute 30 to your Amazon affiliate link if you wanted to. You could send them anywhere you want, to your Facebook group, your Twitter feed, whatever you want. So there's a hack to do that. It's fairly straightforward, right, for some people that kind of run their own WordPress site. So I'm going to just talk you through that. All right. So the first thing you want to do is on your WordPress, you need to, I use Joomla, don't care, I'm talking WordPress, all right, I only talk WordPress, I'm afraid. All right, so on WordPress, go and install Pretty Link, or Pretty Links, I should say, okay, Pretty Links. You can get Pretty Links Pro, but Pretty Links does the same thing. All right, so once you've got that, what happens is that actually in Pretty Links Pro, you can create what we call, are you ready? Write this shit down. For those that you don't know, ask a grown-up. All right, it's a 301 redirect. It's a 301 permanent redirect. Okay, and all that basically means Pretty Links goes, so nathanhague.com / I don't know, Twitter, for example. So that would be the link that I create, the friendly link, and that would actually point to, let's say, I don't know, twitter.com / Australia Whale, right? So a completely separate website. But as far as Google and YouTube go, all right, it's from the video, it's coming through, the link would be coming from my video, all right, to my nathanhague.com domain, all right? So it's like, yeah, I'm quite happy with that. You verified that domain in Google Webmaster Tools or Google Search Console. Yeah, I've done that. Awesome. So therefore, once, and this is important, write this down, you have to, step one, you have to verify your domain in Google Search Console. Now, if that doesn't mean anything to you, speak to your web dude or web bird and get them to do that for you. Literally, it's a 30-second job, but if I explain it to you, we'll be here for an hour, so I'm not going to do that. Just do that task, right? It's super important. It takes 30 seconds. Okay, so what that now means, assuming that's done, it means on your YouTube video we can do cool shit like this. So let me just go back. So I want to just leave that page and just cancel all changes. All right. So what we're now going to do, now we've verified our domain, here's one I prepared earlier. So you go on to where it says cards, right? Now it's a relatively newish thing, it's about a year old now, but you see the little I, you click on the cards. So once you've published your video, right, job done, happy days, go back into it, right, and select the cards, and you come to this screen, all right? Now, I'll show you what the effect is. Now, you see at the top right of this particular video, we've got a little eye, all right? So this is the timeline of the video on the bottom here, and you can see in around about a minute, you can see this little like vertical bar, right? So that's one card that is going to appear. And the reason we use cards over annotations, and you've all seen annotations. So when you've been watching a video on YouTube, it's like got those stupid speech bubbles that come up, those squarish speech bubbles. It's like, click here for more information. Well, I'm tapping my screen and I can't. That's right, because it doesn't work on mobile. Right? Annotations are crap because they only work on desktop. Right? Always have, always will, being retired at some point. Don't use annotations. So that's the big word that says annotations up here. We don't want to do that. All right, we want to use YouTube cards because cards work on desktop or mobile. Yay. Nath, you're talking piss. What's a card? Let me show you. So I'm going to hold down, so I'm going to click and hold this little like scrubber, okay, and then I'm going to do this. I'm going to move it over to around about the minute. Now watch what happens to the eye at the top right of the screen. You ready? So let's just play my stupid face. All right, I'm going to play the video. Check out the eye at the top right of the video. Watch. Oh yeah, so you can see it basically expands out, right? So at 1 minute it expands from the eye, it expands out, and on a desktop or mobile I can click or tap and check what happens. Now I can create a poll, right? And apparently 2/3 of people say that is terrifying. Okay, you can scroll down here. There's a second card. All right, so you can swipe or you can like move the mouse, and you have a second card. Now that second card comes in at around about 2 minutes and I don't know what that is, 40 or 50-second mark. All right, so you can have a maximum of 5 of these cards on any one video. So bringing it back to you guys and you ladies out there that maybe are running, say, affiliates, say supplements, maybe e-commerce for clothing, you get the idea. All right. So if your video was a review on, say, a blue dress, all right, and you're sort of talking, it's maybe a 2-minute review video, what you would do is after the first, this is important, after the first 5 seconds, your first card should be at the 5-second mark, because that's where you're going to lose most people. So the first card goes in at the 5-second mark, okay, to auto expand, and what happens is it will say, want to buy the blue dress, or buy the blue dress now. And they'll go, oh yeah, I really want to buy the blue dress. That's right, you do. So what they'll do is the card will auto expand, they'll click on it, and that will take them through to your Amazon affiliate website link for the blue dress. However, the reason I got you to do the domain verification was because you cannot, if you haven't done that, you cannot send them from this card out to anywhere other than your own website. All right, so if you've got like your website and maybe it's a blog post about the blue dress, ignore what I'm going to say. Piece of piss, just set it up, no dramas. But if you want to have the card from your YouTube video going to other places around the web, not your website, that's why you need to do this little hack. Okay. All right, so you go, well, shut up, Nath, what is it all about? Let me show you how to create a card first. Remember, you have to verify your domain with Google Search Console. That is the most important step. Once you've done that and you've clicked on the cards, let's go and add another card. So up here where it says, well, add a card, the big blue button. So where it says link, okay, link to an approved website. So what I'm going to do, step 1, is I'm just going to show you how to send it back to your own page. Remember the domain verified? So I'm going to go nathanhague.com and I'm going to send them to /100 clients. Okay, yay. All right, select my site, nathanhague.com. Okay, I might just put that back up there again, I'm sorry, 100 clients, yay. All right, and then I'm going to click on next. All right, so this is the actual dirty link that goes through to nathanhague.com /blah /blah blah blah blah. You get the idea. This is the dirty link just there. Okay, that goes, it does all the heavy lifting. Click on next, all right, and guess what? It will now go to that particular site. Think about it, and of course this will work, right? No pressure. Right, there we go.
No pressure.
No pressure at all, please work. So it's gone to the website, and it's come back, and it's gone, okay, well, this is what I found on that particular website. All right, so in this case, I'm going to go get 100 clients in 30 days, because that was the H1 tag. The call to action would be, get my free stuff. All right, you've only got a limited amount of characters, so be wary of that. Okay. Okay, and the teaser text. So that's the thing where it like slides out at the particular moment in time. Well, that's what we call the teaser text. Oi, want free stuff? Okay, so let's go ahead. You can change the image. This obviously hasn't found any images on that page because there isn't, but you can change the image and you can upload your own image again. All right, but let's go ahead and just create the card now. So this is a fairly straightforward example. All right, thanks for that. That's awesome. I literally don't know what we're going to use now, so yeah, wasn't prepared for this one. Let's use that one. That sounds really good. All right, there we go. So let's go ahead and create that particular card. All right. Okay. So that's come in at the 1 minute mark just there. So let's just move it so you can see it a little bit more. So what have we actually achieved? Let's do this. Let's close down that. Bye-bye. So let's just move that there. Play the video. All right. Shut up, Nathan. There we go.
It kind of has a mind of its own, though, I've noticed. Like, I think it opens at one time, and then if you go to it, like, it later, it will just have the eye.
Exactly. All right, yeah. So are these perfect? No. Would I only ever do one card per video? Yes. I never do more than one card usually. This was just like a just something that I wanted to do to like test it. All right, but one card. So we've done how to like get it from here to my own website, but now what I want you to do is just use pretty links. It's beyond the scope of this particular webinar, but just understand that if you have the pretty links in there, you can send them now through from nathanhague.com/whatever to maybe your amazon.com/ blah, 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 blah. You get the idea, right? But to do that, you absolutely need pretty links to do that. And the important part is that in pretty links, you say that it's a no follow. Literally, there's a little box in there, a little tick box that says no follow. And what that means is that Google will go, you remember like before where it was just pausing? It was going, let me just find what's on that website. Well, what would happen is if we didn't have that little box ticked in pretty links to say no follow, Google would go into that domain, nathanhague.com, and then go, oh, hang on, and then it would bounce back out to your end destination, which would be your Amazon affiliate site. And of course, that's not verified, and it will go, no, no.
Nope.
All right, nope. So by having that no follow, right, that means that Google will basically reach in, go to the nathanhague.com verified site, no follow back out, and it will go, oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, no, that seems reasonable. Job done. All right. So that's the hack, using pretty links and a 301 permanent redirect to basically go from YouTube back out to wherever you want. If you have a Facebook group, for example, right? If you've got your Amazon affiliate links, if you've got a multi-level marketing business, I don't care what it is, all right? But you can send people from your YouTube video out to that link is the point of the story, all right? And what you want to do, as Danielle correctly pointed out, I only ever really have one card per video because they are still a little bit flaky, to be fair. All right, one card per video. Set it at the time, usually at the 5-second mark. All right, because that's when you're going to lose most of your viewers, in the first 5 seconds. All right. So the last thing I'm going to do to optimize all of your videos, all right, and this is a bit of a pain in the arse, so this is one thing where you'd probably want to use Reddit to do this, okay, or TaskRabbit.com or wherever. But the bottom line is what you want to do. Let me just cancel all of that. Leave me alone. I don't want to do any of that. All right, so this one here, I'm going to do my cards. Is this terrifying or not? I'm going to get rid of the 50-second mark. There we go. Trash that one. So I don't really want to, okay, and come back. So the big thing, the hugest, biggerest thing that you can do, two things. Number one is, you remember when we were talking about the tags, all right? Then what I want you to do is when you're tagging all of your videos, have a unique tag that's unique to you, right? So my tags on mine are usually a peek under the kimono. I always tag my videos with an AusWow, AUSWOW, right? Because my company name is Australia Wow. Nobody else has that tag in the world. So what happens is, down here, let me go on to something else. Let me go on to my own particular channel. I'll show you the result of what I'm about to show you, because it's easy when I actually show you stuff. So let's go into my channel. Let's just go on to, let's do some search videos. So I've got loads of exercise in there. So I'm going to go barbell. I've got 1 billion videos in there, right? This is me in Thailand doing lots of video exercises. Here we go. Right, so let's just go, I don't know, barbell, front raise and pull over, like whatever. Okay, so this is a video from a few years ago. Okay, and actually, let me do like a better one. Let me just do my Australia Wow one. I think that'd be a little bit better, more powerful, I think. Let me go onto my channel. Quick, Danielle, hum something. Keep them amused. Look, squirrel.
Something shiny.
Something shiny. All right, let's have a look on this particular one here. I've got no idea. I also do a fitness SAS. All right, so let's hopefully this. Yeah, okay. So what happens is, down on the right hand side, there's 20 videos that YouTube helpfully, right, inverted commas, suggests that the viewer of your video, like, it looks like you might be interested in these other 20 videos on the right hand side. Well, that's really great, but what happens is they're going to probably be on my competitors, and I don't want that. I want the people watching my video to stay on my channel. I don't want them to go everywhere else, obviously. So wouldn't it be great if out of the 20 recommended videos on the right hand side, lots or all of them would be mine? So you can actually do that. And the record I've got is all 20 out of 20 before. You know, your results will vary, but just do this one thing. In your tags, there it is. There's the AusWow tag just there. All right, so that's my unique tag. So what that means is if someone's watching one of my videos that's been tagged with that, then on the 20 suggested results, you can see, right, Australia Wow, there's another one with Nathan Haig just there. So 1, 2, 3, I don't know, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so there's 10 out of them. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20. Okay, we're going on. You get the idea, right? So there's a lot of videos in there that are now tagged as Australia Wow. Okay, pretty cool. So the likelihood that someone's going to watch one video and go, oh, I am actually interested in this subject, and then see a shitload of other videos from me and click it, it's going to be pretty high. So that one thing you want to do, the takeaway point, write it down, is that you have your own unique tag that you tag all of your videos with. All right, do that. It's awesome.
That works. I mean, you just showed me that like a couple months ago, and it's working amazingly on my channel. Especially, I think it's especially if like they're all the same content, like Periscope. I have like 4 Periscope videos. It'll be like boom, 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 and then the rest of my competitors like.
Awesome. So, hey kids, see, it does work. So that's what you want to do. So that'd be the first thing you need to do, right? So that's really cool. Now the last thing, okay, and this is the thing that actually gets a lot of people. They're like, really, I've got to do that? Oh man, that's such a pain in the ass. But do it because it just makes you rank like literally in a month. All right. So those videos that you saw from 8 years ago and I beat them, how did I do that? So I did this. Let's go back to that how to hack a website in 10 seconds. Shut me up. This is the big thing here. All right. Now this is called subtitles and CC. Now you might ethically, you might want to go, well, okay, that'd be quite nice if like, deaf people could actually see my subtitles. And of course you might want to do it for that. But the main reason from the marketing point of view, right, the reason you want to add subtitles to your video is because that is the ultimate way that Google will finally understand everything what your video is about. This one thing here is such a pain in the ass to do, right? But I can't recommend you do this enough. It's just amazing. If you don't want to do it yourself, there's other services out there that can offer it. So pay someone like say $8 an hour per video hour, I should say, to do the to do the CC captions yourself. So just basically outsource it is the point of the story. I've got people that you can use to do that. All right, but you go, well, shut up, Nate, how does it work? So you've uploaded your video, you've added your cards, all right, you've done all of your hacking your SEO. So the last thing you want to do if you want to rank massively is add in the subtitles. So go ahead, click on the button that says, well, subtitles, and it will come up with this, all right? So what you want to do now is you want to add the new subtitles. Okay, now it's going to come up and it's going to say, well, what language? Obviously, you'll be English United States, most likely. Okay. Now, I'm not going to do it on this particular one, but I will show you in another one of my videos because this one is already optimized. So I don't want to really piss around with this one. Let's let's choose one that isn't. Let's go on to, and you can see these have actually got the subtitles because they've got like, the CC caption after them. So let's go on to this one, the Twitter sales funnel. So let's go ahead and edit this one. I'm going to edit this particular video. Here's one I haven't prepared earlier. All right, and what we're going to do is we're going to go to these subtitles at the top here. Subtitles. Okay, and now I'm not going to go through the whole thing here because that would be boring as, but let me just go and add the subtitles. We're going to choose English UK because I'm a bit of a Cockney geezer. All right, so I'm going to choose English. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go transcribe and auto sync. Okay, this is the important one. Let me go ahead and click on that one. All right, and it's really awesome. So what happens is, okay, this is the screen that it comes to and the video transcript, and it's actually really good. So basically what happens is as soon as I start playing this, the video will play, and over here I'll start typing what I'm saying. But as soon as I hit a key, the video stops. And within, say, a second of like releasing the key, if I'm not like a fast typer, as soon as I lift the key, the video will start playing again. So I'm going to try doing that right now. So check this out, just a very brief example. So, buongiorno, it's Nate. And I'm going, you get the idea, right?
That's
Okay,
awesome.
so it's really awesome. Now, one of the really cool things, and I'm really sad this doesn't work, is because one of the things that I can do is once you've actually added all this in there, okay, and Google does a really good job at getting the timings right. And 9 times out of 10, it will work perfectly. So go into the subtitles, select your language, start play the video, come over here, start typing. As soon as you type, the video stops. Release the key for a second or more, the video starts again. So it's actually really, really nice. What I wanted to do is once you've done these, at some stage in the future, this will be super important because right now you can export out the SRT file, all right, which is subtitles, all right? And when you take the video and you upload it into YouTube, you must also upload the video into your Facebook because Facebook is becoming YouTube, right?
Mm-hmm.
What Facebook doesn't offer is any video SEO. There's like 0 on there at the moment. But wouldn't it be great is if down the line, let's say a couple of months even, that Facebook offers subtitles. Well, at the moment, there's no system like this in Facebook to add subtitles. There isn't. The only way that you can do it is to export out from YouTube your file, all right, and then just upload that SRT file into Facebook, into the video, and that will automatically add everything you've typed out. That will put it onto the Facebook video. All right, so it's there waiting for when Facebook pull their finger out their ass and actually get like a really good system, because at the moment it's crap. All right, but it's coming. And the point of the story is if you've done this hard work now with your YouTube videos and your ranking and you're doing well out of it, then when Facebook turn that feature on, you can absolutely dominate all of your competitors once video SEO comes to Facebook. All right, so be prepared now is the point of the story. That's why I'm showing you this now. Not only does it help Google understand your video and rank you quicker, all right, but it will prepare you for when video SEO becomes a thing with Facebook. All right, so I bet you all didn't know there was this much to do with YouTube, right? I'm going to pause.
There's even more that like is not as important, but like you could do. But also for Facebook, you know, I'm not sure of the stat. It's something like 70% or something crazy of Facebook videos are watched on silent mode. So
Yep.
Even if you want your video watched, you should upload the captions anyway.
Exactly. The captions, I tried this yesterday, actually, in the I fucking love marketing Facebook group. We'll talk about that one in a minute. But yeah, sadly, it didn't work 100%. It's probably about 80% there, but it's not perfect. So I'd advise against it right now. But at least do it in YouTube so it's ready for when Facebook, you know, get a better system is the point of the story. All right, so a lot to go through there. So now we're coming on to some cool stuff. Now I can keep going for England, right? I can talk to the cows come home, but I'm going to show you all how to actually run a really cool YouTube campaign, right? Because lots of people get really scared when they're, oh, I've got to use AdWords. And AdWords is just a steaming pile of shit in terms of its UI. All right. If you say to someone, run a Facebook advert, most people out there go, yeah, okay. And they're quite comfortable with it, right? When you say, run an AdWords campaign, people just freeze because Google is written and produced by engineers, not marketers. All right. So it's a very scary interface. So I'm going to show you all how to set up in the next 5-10 minutes tops, right? How to set up a YouTube campaign, right? Actually, I'm going to show you how to set up a multi-million-dollar campaign. In fact, that's actually a really good idea. I had no idea I was going to do this, but I will. I will show you, all right, how to set up a multi-million-dollar campaign, and it generated a couple of $1 million, right, in 10 days. All right, it's really cool. So let me, yeah, fuck it, let me do that. All right, ready?
This is the best.
In it, I love this stuff. Right, so let me cancel this. Right, back to Video Manager. Like, Nathan, shut up. Right, get out of the way. All right, so I'll tell you the background on it first, so you get like the full context, right? In potted history, a geezer called Pete. I had no idea who he was. Right, he just went. He got my software. This feels like one of those like webinar pitches. It's not. It's just a really cool story,
like you guys. Right? I have to interrupt you really quick. Like Nate is so not pitchy, but I'm like, you have to show your software because you cannot do this stuff without it as effectively. Like, and it's not like a buy the course and we're gonna try to like, you know, trigger you to feel guilty and to not buy it. Like, if you want to do this stuff, you need the software. That's all it is to it. Like,
Yeah, it is, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually show you how the guy did it. Actually, all right. So the background is that Pete had the software. He bought the software. It was a monthly software. He did it like everybody else. Smart little cookie he was. He knew exactly what he was doing, right? So what he did, he actually GoPro don't license their product, their name, to anybody else, right? So you can't buy aftermarket, legitimate third-party GoPro accessories. You can't do it. It doesn't exist, right? You have to buy GoPro originals. So what Pete did, he went, Aussie bloke. He just went, yeah, I think I'm going to go over to China. Went to China. Found a manufacturing plant that did also drop shipping, right? Set up his website, and basically that was it. So this Chinese plant would actually manufacture it and then ship them. Oh yeah, pretty cool. All right. So then what he did, he set up his site and he set up his YouTube adverts. So what he did, he targeted, guess what? The GoPro channel. So it's just genius stuff. Let me show you how he did it because it's really cool. All right. So let me go to the GoPro channel because I want you to see this. All right. Let's go to the GoPro channel. So there's the GoPro channel right there. They've got about, let's have a look, 1,503 videos, and they've got almost 4 million subscribers. Now, at the time when he did this was almost 2 years ago now, he did it, and they had 1,100 videos at that particular time. All right, so let's go to the GoPro channel, all right, on YouTube. Let's bring it up, all right. And obviously this is the official GoPro. All right, we know it's the official. They've got billions of subscribers. They've got billions of videos. You get the idea. Now, the important thing is the actual name of the channel, right? So in this case, it's the GoPro camera. So that's the name up here. All right, so let's go ahead and copy that. Now, what he did, he went into my software. Okay, so let's go ahead and log in. All right, let's go ahead and log in. TubeMasterPro.com. All right, and then what he did, he went into, on the left hand, so this is my software. So what he did, all right, he went down the left hand side and he went to channel search. Okay, and so the channel search we're going to do is, well, the GoPro camera, right? So let's go ahead and search for that, and it's going to look in, and there we go. Right, so that's exactly what we wanted just there. We'll stop it from searching because we already know it's this channel. All right, so what he did then, he just clicked on the big blue button. There was extract videos, right? And there's 1,500 videos. It will just take, you know, hours. It will go and make a cup of tea. All right. Here's one I am paying because I was so brilliant. It was awesome. Right. So once you've extracted the videos, now what this does, it reaches in, all right, to the 1,505 videos, and it finds the YouTube URLs for the videos here that have been monetized, right, in terms of they want to earn money every time one of these GoPro videos plays. So they've opened up their videos to monetization. So that's step one. Yes, we'd like to monetize our channel, right? So not a lot of people, surprisingly, do that. Not a lot of people do it, right? So that's step one. Step two is every video they upload, all right, they can choose whether to monetize it or not. All right. Now, these guys, I'm telling you now, let's have a look. Let's go to the target list. So at the time, there was 1,100 videos. Okay, so let's have a look down here. I think it was Peter. Yeah, there we go. So there was 634 videos out of around about 1,100 that had been monetized. So let me just click on this just to expand it so you can see what we're dealing with. All right. I'm going somewhere with this, but I'm taking it nice and slow with you all. It's a piece of piss. You'll look at it and you'll be like, all of you will have a massive, great big smile on your faces. It's so simple to hijack people's traffic.
So ninja. Awesome. This is so ninja. Like, I've been doing it a little bit since you helped me, and I'm like, I'll do it, but then I don't. So I'm gonna keep doing it.
Whoa! All right. So what we've done is we've clicked on the 634 videos. So TubeMaster found on the GoPro channel, it found 634 videos that had those two stages of monetization applied to them. All right. So let's have a look at just the first sort of 5 or 6. So it's found the first video on the GoPro channel that's monetized has almost 32.5 million views. Just one video. One video has 32.5 million views, right? Next video down, 31 million views, 30 million views, 13, you get the idea, right? Lots of millions, basically. Just one of these videos advertising, right, GoPro accessories would be successful, but this bastard found 634 of them, each with millions of views on every one of the videos, right? So that's honestly, that's what Tubemaster Pro does. That's what it does, right? It reaches in 2 channels, attacks them, and finds, you ready for this? Okay, just get the links, the big blue button, get the links. And these are all 634. These are the actual URLs of these monetized videos, right? So I would just basically copy all of them. That's all I do. That's all it does. Now, just for you internet marketers in the room, whoa, let's have a look. Oh, look at that. Grant Cardone, 10x. Right, it's got 56 videos that are eligible for you to run your adverts before. Shut up, Siri. All right, Gary Vaynerchuk, right? Oh my God, let's just crush Gary Vaynerchuk with 22 of his videos we could run our adverts before. All right. They've got Amy Porterfield, smart. She hasn't got any monetized, all right? Brendan Bouchard, Casey, James Wedmore's got 6, which is surprising because he's a bit of a YouTube ninja himself. But you get the idea, all right? So let's have a look. I believe, I think back in the midst of time, I think there was, who's that guy with the shiny white teeth?
What's his, like a real person?
Yeah, like a proper real, he's like American. He's like, everyone talks about Anthony Robbins. Oh, there we go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so Tony Robbins and Tim Ferriss, there's 7 videos. If you were savvy and you wanted to reach Tony Robbins' audience, you could actually advertise your product before these 7 Tony Robbins videos. Or Tim Ferriss has got 9. Tay Lopez, my car, my books. All right, he's got 4 videos. All right. All right, you get the idea. So basically, what I'm saying here, I'm showing you, like, it properly is a game changer, because now I'm telling you and I'm demonstrating to you that you can attack the viewers, right? The eyeballs. You can steal the eyeballs away from anyone that's got a YouTube channel that's monetized it. You can steal their eyeballs and you can put your advert in front of those eyeballs. It's amazing, right? You can literally hijack their traffic legitimately. Thanks, YouTube. Thanks, TubeMaster Pro. All right. So you go, well, that's great, Nath. All right. So you found the monetized videos. Funny, man. Now what do I do? So let me show you. All right. So what we did, you saw that we went into the GoPro, we attacked their channel, and essentially it gives us the links. All right. Now, all you got to do, ready, is you go into your AdWords. Okay, now this is the scary bit, and I'm working on this because Google fucked it up a couple of years back, but we'll move on because we used to be able to like do this for you. But anyway, go into your AdWords, okay, and what you want to do is you want to go on the big red button, which basically says new campaign. We want to select a video campaign. Pretty easy because it's YouTube, right? So let's just use a video campaign. All right. Now, I'm not going to go into AdWords too much. It is actually fairly simple. If you can use Facebook ads, honestly, you can use AdWords. It's exactly the same, all right? So again, the campaign name, so I'm just going to go test webinar to the name of my campaign, same as Facebook, right? And let's just go the budget. So don't worry about any of this stuff here, all right? Just go my budget. Let's say I'm going to spend, I don't know, $10 a day, all right? Same as Facebook, all right? The important stuff here for me personally is just leave it on the YouTube search. So bye-bye, off it goes. Off it goes. Bye-bye. In fact, I think for you guys, all right, yeah, no, just leave it on YouTube search. That's all I want you to do, right? So tick that one box is the takeaway point. YouTube search, tick. Everything else, untick. Okay, and just like Facebook, you can choose the locations, right? So let's just go, I would like to choose, in this case, I might want to go Sacramento. No, actually, what's a Valley girl? Where do we go? Where do Valley girls?
Like Beverly Hills?
Where? Oh my God, so much win. All right, so there we go. ZOMG. So I'm going to... No, get out. So Beverly Hills, there we go.
Oh my God.
There we go. Right, so exactly the same targeting, geographical as Facebook. Nothing to be said here, right? It's easy, straightforward. Pick the English, pick whatever language you want. Okay, at the moment, I'd leave all of this stuff. I just go, right, so basically how much, right, whereabouts, and then just go save and continue, right? Happy days. Here we go. All right, so the next screen comes up. And again, all right, you can, the ad group name. So this one would be, I don't know, Valley Girls. There we go. That's my ad set name. All right. So let me just scoosh down the page a little bit, all right? Because all this other stuff is academic, right? You paste in the actual YouTube video that you're advertising, right? So there's your advert, the YouTube link to it on your channel, right? The cost per view, all right? Make sure that you always put in $1. Now, you're never going to pay $1. The most I've ever seen it is 24 cents, right? And that was like properly expensive. It's usually anywhere between 6 and 15 cents on average, right? So every time someone watches your video, it's going to cost you between 6 and 15 cents. All right. And you go, well, you can get it cheaper on Facebook. Yeah, but don't forget, we're attacking the channel, all right, of a particular company or brand. So this is ridiculously on point, all right? So put in $1. It means basically no one's going to beat you, right, with their bid. Oh, I'm bidding 14 cents. Yeah, dickhead. Well, I'm charging $1. I'm prepared to pay $1, so I win. Shut up. No, and that happens in the blink of an eye. Always put $1 is the takeaway point, right? All right, this is the interesting stuff. So your demographics, as usual, right? You can choose male or female. Like, it's all Facebook 101, really, right? So pick your demographics, pick the age group. Don't worry about the interests. Okay. Now, normally what happens with AdWords is you put in the keywords or the key phrase, and everybody kind of knows something about this at some point. We're not doing that. We know which videos we want to run our advert before. We're not letting YouTube work that out for us. We're telling YouTube to run the adverts on these specific videos on GoPro, right? So you do this where it says narrow your targeting, drop down box, and you choose the placements, right? Placements, and up it comes. And the secret sauce, remember back here in TubeMaster, all right, and you got the links, right? So there's 643 links. Well, back in AdWords, all you do is just paste the links in there. There you go. Oh yeah, 634. The important bit is you actually click the button, because people go, oh, they're not actually running, Nath. Well, did you actually add them? No. Right, we'll click the button. All right, so you click the button and then it thinks about it, and then finally there you go. So on the right hand side now you've got these 633 videos, and all you do, right, is you save that and the advert goes live. Like, that's it. Like, if I didn't have to explain that all to you, that would have taken me about, I don't know, a minute, maybe 2 if I'm lucky. So what we've done there, so Peter, so bringing it back to Peter and how he did his multi-million-dollar campaign, all right, he found the videos. It's awesome. He found the videos. His video, because you go, oh, fuck, I need to spend like a load of money on getting a properly nice like video together for my advert. No, there was Pete. Admittedly, he had a green screen behind him. All right, it was really low tech. It was his ugly face, right? In the first 5 seconds, right, and this is the important bit. The first 5 seconds of your video advert has to be you waving your arms, shouting, carrying on, put a red light, but I don't care what it is, but it has to capture their attention, right? Because after 5 seconds you can click skip. So what he did, and analyzing his advert, it was his face, and he just went, stop right there. I know you love GoPro, but you hate GoPro prices for the accessories, right? Stay right there. And people went, well, I kind of was looking for a GoPro video, and this guy's popped up talking to me about GoPro, and I do hate GoPro prices. I will stay right there. And of course, they watched his video, right, because it was targeted, and the guy just made an absolute mozza. So he drop shipped all this stuff from China out to all these people. Guess what? Right, and this is how the story goes. It was brilliant. So basically, GoPro sent him a cease and desist. Right, he knew exactly what he's doing. He's like, oh, okay, I'm really sorry. I'll shut it all down. Shut it all down. Fulfilled all of the orders to his credit, and then just he vamooshed out to Vietnam. And I was supposed to see him last year and didn't manage to do it. That's it. He's retired. That's it. All from this one campaign. One campaign. That's what you can do. That's the power of going into YouTube, using TubeMaster Pro, attacking channels, right, where your demographic or niche are going to be, and running your advert before those videos on that channel. Awesome. Mic drop.
It's so money. And just, I know kind of who is in here and what kind of industries they're in. Like my girlfriend, one of the ads we're doing for her is she works for a company that sells like cosmetics and skincare. So we're going to target Mary Kay, you know, and be like, do you love Mary Kay? Oh my gosh, you're going to love this, you know, better quality, keep watching the video or whatever, you know. So whatever your whatever your industry is, you can do something like that. You can just piggyback off of people's success so easily. And I like, Nate, how you taught one time in a Periscope, and I have on my notes to say like, click the link, you know, and put your fingers in front and like literally like, that's what I do with my webinar one. You know, are you making money yet? No? Well, then join this webinar. And then the link is like right there. And so people are, your hands are in the camera. Yeah, it's awesome.
So that's basically it. So I think while we're on air, really, and maybe we should do this. Maybe we should just have a look at the Mary Kay. So this looks like it's the right one, 5.7. Let's just go and extract the videos, and we're just going to call this one Mary Kay, just so people can see how just piss easy it is. Let me just go Mary Kay. All right, save as a new target, and it's going to email us once it's found it. So it's only got 370 videos. So just put that at the back of your minds, everybody. We'll just see if we've got any Mary Kay videos. Not every channel's monetized. Not every channel's monetized any of the videos on there. So your results will vary. All right. But where they're good, they're really good. All right. Okay. So going on with the YouTube sort of like video thing, because I can talk about Twitter, and I think we should save that for another one, because Twitter's just like legendary. I love, in fact, I've got all my tabs. You can see all my tabs up here. I was going to talk about Twitter advertising. It's genius shit. But anyway, we'll save that for another one, because that is legend. But let me show you how, again, I would use. Let's have a look. So I'm going to go basically onto Facebook advertising. So we're going to use Facebook to work out where we should advertise on YouTube. Because sometimes if you don't know, you're like, well, shit, where should I actually start hijacking the traffic? So let's use data, all right, and take the emotion out of it. All right, so let's just go on to, I don't know, Nathan Haig sounds reasonable. All right. All right, yay, well done, Nath. All right,
I
so
thought I knew,
blah,
like,
blah, 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 blah.
I thought I knew a lot about Facebook ads too, and it showed me this, and it was like, this even works for your Facebook ads as well, just to get research, you know, but this is so helpful.
It's crazy. Totally crazy. So, and this is good. So yeah, you can use this for your Facebook adverts, and I suggest you do, but let's use it from the YouTube point of view. In fact, for YouTube and Twitter advertising, maybe Instagram advertising, any advertising channel at all, always start with Facebook. All right, and you go, what's he talking about? Let's say something to do like an industry I've never been involved in. Let's say makeup, right? I'm a 43-year-old hairy, scary geezer. I have nothing in common with a bird who loves mascara. Yet they've come to me and they've gone, Nath, you're an internet marketing, digital growth hacker. Sell more stuff. And I go, okay, what would I do? So I'm going to show you the process I would actually do. So you go into Ads Manager, Facebook. Probably all of you have been in here. All right, so let's use the tools, and we're going to use the audience insights. All right, audience insights. Let's go and bring that bad boy up. All right, let's get it up. All right, so I'm just going to basically choose everyone on Facebook. Okay, so there we go. All right, so the first thing I want to do, right, is over here. So let's say we'll keep it to the United States, because all of you guys are there. All right, so location, leave it as United States. Okay, so makeup, you say, okay, well, clearly, well, apart from the trans men out there, I'm going to go on to the chicks only, all right, because they pretty much all of my demographic. There we go. All right, 18 to any, because like obviously all birds wear makeup. So I'm going to go fairly wide here, but I'm going to niche it down just a little bit. Don't get too specific at this particular point. Just go down a little bit. So let's go 18 to any. Obviously, makeup means women, and their interests, well, I guess let's say some makeup. So I'm a bloke, and I go, I don't know, well, let's just try makeup, I suppose. All right. All right. So I always try and keep any of my makeup, right, or any of my keywords I'm searching for, please try at this level to keep it with capital letters at the start. All right, because these are kind of like, so these are main headings. All right, these are kind of pissy headings. All right, so capital letter. Yeah, you know. So let's go. Let's keep on going. So I don't know, maybe makeup. Yeah, all right. Let's just go makeover, for example. Right. Let's add another interest. Don't go too crazy here, but let's just go. Revlon. God, get me. I know all my stuff. Again, there you go. Right. Capital letter good. Right. Small letter bad. All right. So let's just go Revlon. Okay, so you can see on the right hand side, as I've put in these interests, all these things here start changing. Now, obviously, we've chosen 100% women. All right, so out of the people that like makeover and Revlon, amazingly, the 18 to 35, which I even knew as a bloke, right, they're pretty much predominantly the people that are sort of responding. Facebook is going, yeah, look, these people here are the people that are going to be most interested on those two audiences, right? So there we go. So the 18 to 34s, great. Okay, scroll down. You can see all this stuff here. Like, I don't really care about any of this crap, to be quite honest. But you can see here that, like, again, like lots of them are single, married. You've got some demographic data just here. You can see that most of them have been to, like, in fact, almost 2/3 of them have been to university. So this is interesting stuff. This stuff down here, all right, I guess. All right, most of them are in admin or sales by the looks of it. Right, so write that shit down in your head and you go, that's great, yeah, whatever. This is the bit that you need. It's the page likes. Okay, so let's click on that. So this is the stuff that's relevant to everything we're about to do on YouTube advertising, Twitter advertising, Instagram advertising, Pinterest. You get the idea. Everything we do is driven from this page. Okay, so let's have a look at the page likes. So again, as a bloke, I've got no idea on most of these things, right? I've got a none, all right? But using data and no emotion, Facebook is telling me that the audience I should be running my ads to are the people that are kind of liking Maybelline New York. They're loving Revlon. We put that in there. But they also like Dove, BH Cosmetics. These names here mean nothing to me. I'm not going to lie, right? The artist, Cute Polish. They like Starbucks, okay? The products, they like CoverGirl. They like MAC Cosmetics, all right? So these are the categories. So these are places where, are you ready? They've probably got a YouTube channel, right? So let's have a look at someone like Dove. All right, so what I would probably do is over here, I would, in YouTube search, I would go Dove, okay, because it's really important. So I'm going to do a Dove, and you can see that this is a channel. They've got 75,000 subscribers. So this is the official Dove channel that I'd want to attack, all right? So again, Facebook has told me that all the chicks, right, love Dove. Great. So I want to advertise on Dove channel. So I go into YouTube, I type Dove, I find the official channel, okay, I click on it, okay, and it's Dove United States. Shut up. All right, so Dove United States. I then go into TubeMaster, I do a channel search, and I'll type Dove United States in there, okay. I will now search for the channel. All right, I don't know. That's probably not bad. Let's just try it again. All right, so let's just try and search again. Do the search channel. There it is. Okay, much better. Okay, so now 94 videos, 136, 137 million views. Oh yeah. All right, so I'd extract those videos, right? So let's go ahead and do that one. So I'm just going to go Dove. Call it test again. All right, job done. Okay, now I'd go back to my Facebook and I'd go, what else? CoverGirl. All right, great. So I'd go back into YouTube and I'd type in CoverGirl, right? There we go. There's the channel. Pretty good indication. You get me, right? So I'll now go into CoverGirl. Okay, shut the video up. Shut up. All right, there's the name up here, CoverGirl. All right, go back into TubeMaster, do a search, you get the idea, right? So I'm using, again, all the audience demographic data, the audience insights here to work out where I'm going to attack on YouTube. And again, moving a little bit quicker, right, because the next one we do, I'm sure we'll do another one, will be on Twitter advertising. But I would now use this data and go and attack all of the channels, right, that have got Twitter accounts. So I could actually run my Twitter advert to all the people, right, females only, that love the Dove, like Twitter account, right? So I can't believe to this day that this is free. Like, this is just the most stupidest, like, awesomest tool ever in the whole world. It's so good. And if you're not, as a marketer, right, or as a small business owner, if you're not using this tool here for free, then, well, you need to get your head checked, all right? Or you just need to pay me lots of money, all right? And I'll do it for you. But anyway, you get the idea. So again, just use the audience insights, go fairly generic on the left-hand side. So you get like some overviews here, and then use these ideas from the page likes for the brands and all this stuff here, right, to then start driving your adverts to the channels or the accounts in other social media platforms, all right? So let's just, out of pure interest, let's just go back. Maybe we found some, what did we look for? We looked for, oh, there we go. So Mary Kay does actually have 3 videos. I've got no idea. This could be awkward. Let's have a look. Okay. Not an overly good campaign on this one for their YouTube. All right. I would still run it. All right. But like if I spent like $1 a day out of my $10 a day budget, I'd be lucky. All right, so not particularly fantastic, but what I would do, right, so attacking the original Mary Kay channel is not going to be that fruitful because the viewers are too shit on their channel, right? But what I would do is I'd go on the video search, oh yeah, and I would actually attack all the user-generated stuff. So let's just go.
Like Mary Kay review or something?
Well, let's go with Mary Kay and let's have a look. But yeah, you exactly get the idea. All right. So Mary Kay music. Mary Kay. Apparently, there's a singer called Mary Kay. But
well, it's Kay.
Is it?
Yeah, that might be why.
See, I didn't know anything about this. I'm a bloke. Is it one word or 2 words?
I think it's 2. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's just say that. Yeah, Mary Kay. Oh, okay, there we go. Yep. So awesome. All right. So it's going to fetch. So not only the channels on the left-hand side, you can attack specific channels, but you can actually attack, right, actual user-generated videos. Right. So anyone that's labeled or described their videos as Mary Kay, all right. There we go. All right, so these are some pretty good. There you go. There's the actual videos, and now we're getting somewhere. So let's just order them by the views. All right, and yes, all right, 3.5 million views, and this is a Conan video. So yes, that would just be like that one video right there on its own would be a separate campaign. You get me?
Yeah,
all right?
That's awesome. Oh my God.
All right, but we've only found 10, but we'd basically just go shut up and find me 500 or more. All right, once we've done that, get the video links. And then just run the AdWords and paste the links in there. Job done. Pretty cool, right?
It's so cool. It's opened my whole world since you taught me that. And like, I've been telling everybody, and I'm like, I can't explain it as well as Nathan does. So we're just going to do a webinar, okay? No, this is amazing. And the stuff that at Twitter, we'll figure that out and plan that as well. It can be overwhelming. Can I ask you something though? Like, I feel like I'm always on the defensive. I'm always getting super mad at people because it's like everybody is going, well, YouTube is dead, and live video, which I love live video, but live video is a new YouTube, and Facebook video is a new YouTube. But I'm like, no, Google's not going anywhere. Like,
no.
Facebook can grow and everything in live video, but Google is not disappearing, and YouTube is Google.
Yeah. So. Yeah, look, I do. I think it's important to run it on multi-channel. So, for argument's sake, if I was going to attack, see, the beauty of this is I can actually attack the YouTube channel. So, when my video plays, I can specifically say on the video, let's say, well, GoPro was the example that we used. So I attacked the GoPro channel, and my first words out of my mouth in the advert would be, love GoPro? Then stay right there. Now, I can't do that, right, easily with Facebook advertising. I can't specifically just say, right, that, and I can't attack specific YouTube pages. Okay, it's not easy because a lot of the pages, well, they just won't be there, right, for the brands. They'll be like watered down international versions, right? So GoPro Asia or GoPro US. So I prefer, where possible, to run it across Facebook and YouTube, right? But my competitors won't be on YouTube, all right?
Yeah. That's the key to me. I'm like, you guys enjoy your Facebook ads. Like, I still like them, but I'm like, I'm putting my eggs right now in like the YouTube ad bucket.
Yeah,
to be quite
it
honest.
works. Lots of people, like, the thing is with AdWords, you've raised a good point, right? Most people on AdWords, right, they look at the AdWords like, I mean, it's just ugly as sin. Like, people just go, "What? It's too confusing. I don't get it," and I think I'll just go back to my Facebook ads. This will change in, I think, a month or two. This whole thing will look much more friendly. And the thing is with YouTube ads, they're so ridiculously cheap. All right, they are so cheap, and because your competitors aren't doing it, for like sticking down, like, you know, the equivalent of like a super caramella frappuccino per day, the price for paying one of them in Starbucks, you can run some adverts and your competitors won't even know what hit them. All right, so YouTube.
I think that people like, it's almost like a stereotype because it was the first thing that came out was Google AdWords. I think that people think that it's only for big companies. Like, you have to have $1,000 a month budget, $5,000, because you're getting all these ads. Like, your business should be on Google, and they don't think it's like for them. But when Facebook came out and they had the ability to run ads, they were like, oh, I can do this for $5 a day. They still don't realize that Google is a tool for.
It really is. And as I say, like, if your competitors aren't doing this and you are, well, that's one thing. Like, everybody's in the Facebook pool, right? So, you know, Facebook prices for the ads are going up and up and up, right? And that's fine. But obviously go where your clients and your niche are going to be. And of course, they're going to be on Facebook. That goes without saying. But they'll also be on YouTube. Like, everyone has the YouTube app on their mobile. Everyone like embeds YouTube videos right into their site. So that's the other thing as well. If you're actually running your advert, so say for argument's sake, Mary Kay has taken, and other people have taken the Mary Kay video on YouTube and they've embedded it in maybe their blog, all right? And Mary Kay has enabled monetization on that video. That means wherever that video is embedded on any blog, right? Not just their YouTube channel, but if remember they're looking at a beauty blog and there's a YouTube video from Mary Kay that has been monetized by Mary Kay, but that blogger, right, might have 1 million people like a month, like, looking at their beauty blog. Oh yeah. So guess what?
And they could be, and probably are, continuously sharing their YouTube video on Twitter and Facebook, and then now you're actually advertising on Facebook if they post it on their Facebook page.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
So money. So money.
Awesome. So so that's really cool. So basically the pitch, right, which I always hate doing, all right, and I even hate my replays being run, to be honest. I hate all that shit. But if you want like a copy of Tube Master Pro, just hit up Danielle, and I'll give her some codes, and you can get some money off that just for tuning in and blah blah blah, right? So tubemasterpro.com. All right, now next time, oh yes, you had it all lined up for you guys.
Tell them about your Facebook group.
Oh, yep, I will do that. So I got annoyed with all these like Puritan Facebook marketing groups where there's basically dick measuring size contests. It just annoys me. I'm like I don't care, right? Just, you know, there's lots of like different groups there, and on the left hand side you can see that I'm in some of them, right? But what happened is this is actually a true story. So the reason I set this up was about 2 months ago, in one of the big groups where there's about 10,000 people. I actually copied and pasted a blog. Now, some of you might sort of like be a little bit, not too sure about this, but point of the story, it was actually a blog on porn site advertising, all right? And it was actually done by a company called Eat24, right? A completely respectable like food delivery company. And what they'd actually done is done a case study, and it was completely tasteful. It was a blog post they'd written. They'd blurred out all of the like the dodgy imagery, but they gave you a step-by-step breakdown of how this food delivery company ditched all of their advertising channels apart from advertising on Pornhub.com. And the guy was like saying something stupid, like it was over 1,000% I think, increase in business from just advertising on Pornhub. So I took that link and I put it into, you know, one of these big groups, and I was like, I think this is quite interesting actually. Holy shit, you wouldn't believe how much blowback from that. And I'm like, what? It's not I didn't write it. So anyway,
and you're not gonna, like, if you're a marketer, you're going where the eyeballs are. Kids is like right under Facebook, right? And at one point it was like above Facebook. So you might not like agree with it, but people are over there, and your stuff will get seen if that's the route you want to go.
There you
products.
Exactly. So what I did is I just went, well, you know what, I'm just gonna I'll set up my own group, and I don't have a lot of time, to be honest, doing this stuff, but I set up my own group, and so you can see there's 508 people in there at the moment. It's actually a really cool group, and here, and Danielle will attest to this, I absolutely encourage, right, live streaming into the group, right? So it's 5 minutes, so we keep it bite-sized nibbles, because there's nothing worse than someone going, well, shut up, funny man, and get to the point. So we give you 5 minutes. You can't do loads of self-promotion. In fact, we frown on that. But we get everyone in the group, and you can see people do their 5 minutes. So preferably like they live stream, okay? But if they can't live stream, because here in Australia we've got shit internet, but anyway, then what happens is they can upload their videos in there too. But we love live streaming in the group. It's full of there's 2 people in the group, I won't tell you their names, but there's 2 people in the group that are probably 2 of the best marketers on the planet. And I feel stupid when I'm next to them. All right, so that's how good the group is. So yeah, it's a really great. I mean, it's a Facebook group. I've got no dog in the fight here. I'm just saying, come to the I Fucking Love Marketing group. Yeah, just apply to join, and yeah, you can get in, no problems. We will put you through an initial test. You just got to share the group link out on your Facebook wall. Oh no, I don't swear. Well, it's probably not the group for you then. But that's the only thing you need to do, is you need to share the group link on your Facebook wall when you apply. Send me a screenshot, and yeah, you can basically get in the group. But yeah, there's some people in there that I feel dumb.
They say, like, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room, and in this room. But that's where you should be. Like, if you don't understand 90% of what's happening, you're in the right spot. And you can, the way that Nathan has it, which is awesome, if, like, say Jen, or Stephanie, if you're going to post about Twitter, you put like Twitter first, so that if you wanted to go search for something later, you can get all the Twitter information coming up. So it's super helpful. My head, a lot of the times, it'll probably be over your head, but it is like the place to be if you're serious about this and you want to learn advanced strategy that other people are not using. And then I just have a note about the sharing. I was even a little bit like, I didn't want to share it at first because I don't like to market a lot on my personal profile. Went live today, and it's kind of like, people from high school and people that aren't into marketing. But, one thing about Nathan is that's like, I feel like that's like your authentic self. Even on Periscope one time, you like ended the broadcast, you're like, you guys have to share this or I'm not telling you. Share it. And I shared it, and then you like ended the broadcast, and I was like, I just shared it, why didn't you tell me? But like, and then I did a Periscope one time about like non-douchey broadcasting, and I was like, I go, okay, well, don't be one of those people that is like, I'm not telling you unless you share it. And I go, unless you are Australia Wow, because that's very authentic to him. Because you're doing this thing where you have to share your Facebook group. I think that's totally like Nathan, and it makes you like, it shows you're serious about it, but if everybody did that, saturated, overpopulated. So I think it's cool that you do that, to be quite honest.
Thank you very much. Well, if you guys, so basically like hit Danielle up, and you can get like YouTube Master Pro. You basically get like that. It's a subscription basis. I'll give you some money off. Happy days, right?
I'll put the link in a replay email.
Yeah. All right. Awesome. Yeah, and then if you can email out the code as well, because I'd rather kind of like people get the email. So that's cool. If you want a Twitter course, right, in anticipation, and I pretty much strongly recommend you do this before we do the next webinar, right, which will be purely on Twitter. And Twitter is gangster. Oh, Twitter's dying. Yeah, well, you can keep on saying that, because like I make more of my money from Twitter advertising and marketing than I ever do on Facebook, right? Anyone that comes to me and says, what's the CPA? Is it not higher to do Twitter advertising than Facebook? Well, it is if you had like a dumbass doing your advertising, right, on Twitter. But you can actually get a similar or better CPA, right, cost per acquisition, okay, on Twitter than you can on Facebook. Remember, everybody and his dog is advertising on Facebook, and you need to be on there. But if you advertise on Twitter and you do it smartly, and I'm going to show you all of that stuff next time. Oh, see all the tabs I've got at the top here? This was all ready to do the Twitter marketing side of things, right? That's how much there is. It's fucking awesome. So, so next time we'll do that. But I'm telling you all now, like the YouTube advertising is gangster because nobody else is doing it, and it's only $10 a day. Like, who gives a shit, right? Your Twitter advertising as well just complements it like tenfold. It's really cool, and sometimes you don't even have to spend a solitary cent on actually getting leads. I'll very quickly show you before we leave. All right, and I'll give you a peek under the kimono. All right, so just one of the tools that I use, all right, is tweetdeck.twitter.com. I just want to leave you with all this because there's two things I want to leave you with, right? So the first thing, if I just go back to here, if I can just get you, we'll send you the link out, nathanhaig.com/100 clients, and that does a redirect to this great big honking bloody URL. But anyway, so this is a free Twitter course. So if you do this, you have no idea what Twitter is, and you're like, yeah, I got an account, but it's shit. All right, then get yourselves over this like a rash. There's 21 videos, and it's literally free. You can see it's all there, right? There's no sign up and then you get the course. It's all there for you. So get that under your belt. nathanhaig.com/100 clients. Now, assuming you've got that, this is the second and final thing. Go to tweetdeck.twitter.com. You just log in. It's free. You log in with your Twitter account. And then what happens is, and I have this on a separate screen. I've got a 4K monitor opposite where I am right now. And I usually have this running in its own web browser on that screen. And what I do is, Twitter is all about conversations in real time. So if someone's tweeting something, it will appear on each one of these columns in real time. Okay, it will scroll in real time. So this is literally one that I do. Okay, so I do a search, and one of my columns is anyone that tweets, I want to lose weight. All right, and you can see, like, I mean, this hasn't been updated. Like, so let me just try something else. Yeah, social sales, Flipboard. Oh, let's just do another one. Fuck it, I'll just show you. Let's just do another one. So let's take a look. I need to lose weight. All right, so let's do a search. Okay, there we go. That's better. Okay, so let me go ahead and add the column. Okay, all the way over here. So this column now is set to anyone that tweets with these particular words, I need to lose weight. This is running in a separate screen. I call it the profit screen. And all I do is maybe during the course of the day, I'm having a cheeky like coffee or something. I'll have a look at the screen, and every single person on this particular column, all I do is they're tweeting that they need to lose weight. If I've got a supplement client, all right, I will actually act on behalf of that supplement client and just start a conversation. This person's like saying, oh, I need to lose weight, so godly, oh my God. All right, maybe they're talking piss, I don't know, but it's a conversation. It happened 12 minutes ago. So I'll just reply back to them and say, maybe we could help, my darling. All right, send, job done. That's it. And so now what happens is I've started a conversation, right, with someone that's literally tweeted that they need to lose weight. That's free. Like, I can do, like, say, 20, 30 of those a day whenever I've got time. I don't have to keep monitoring it around the clock. I just look at the screen and go, oh, okay, I'll just reply back to these people. All right. And when they reply back to me, okay, it comes in my notifications. That's the conversation that I'm having. Okay, and I can get so much business from just this one product that's free. That's ridiculous. That's just one thing that I can show you for next time. But yeah, those are the two things. Get my course under your belt so you know Twitter. And the second thing is just go to tweetdeck.twitter.com. Okay, and next time we'll take you through how to dominate Twitter. Because everyone that says it's dead is just, I laugh at him because I'm just like,
they just don't understand.
Don't understand. And if you can get free leads, right? Why would you diss that? Like, whatever. I don't get it. But anyway, that's me.
Totally. What was the website? It was Nathan Haig /100 clients, right?
Yeah, so nathanhaig.com/100 clients. So if you just type in this into the browser, there we go, 100 clients. Remember that thing I talked to you about, the redirect, right? Well, this is basically the redirect in action. So I set, because if you type in nathanhaig.com/100-clients-in, kill me now. But what I do is I just go nathanhaig.com/100 clients, press the enter key, check what happens. It goes into, on my fast internet connection here in Australia. Right, there we go. All right, so it turns the 100 clients friendly URL into that bunch of piss up the top there, all right? So that's an example of a 301 redirect in action. Okay.
So many.
Yay.
This is so much information. You guys, anyone on here still, I mean, everybody's pretty much stayed. We're gonna, I will put all these links in the replay email, but it'll be a couple, few hours before I send that because I have to go run out for a little bit. So I will get that to you. It might come late tonight, so just check your email in the morning if you're in bed. And Nathan, thank you so much. You're such a rock star. You give so much of your time. It's so good to see in the group. You just do so much stuff just to help everybody. I know you've personally helped me, with my YouTube advertising and all my crazy stuff that I'm trying to do. And I so appreciate that. You're so generous. And thank you for all the information for my peeps as well. Amazing.
Welcome. All right. Mic drop.
Yay. Okay. Drop the mic, Barack Obama style. Okay. Well, I know it's morning for you, so you have a great rest of your day, and I will be in touch in a little while.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys. Thank you. You guys are wonderful, and I will see you soon and definitely on the next webinar. Nathan's out. I'm out too. I'll talk to you soon via email. Bye, guys.